Hello. Okay, so I want you to know why I am so cautious, and you should too, of just entering into any relationship with any old body and or sleeping with any old body. And the number one reason is more so spiritual than physical. And let's just start the same way they have STDs for sexually transmitted diseases for, you know, sleeping with somebody, you have sexually transmitted demons. Okay? So when men are out here on these podcasts talking about how men can sleep around with whoever they want and women can't, right? When they say stupid shit like that, you have to combat them with this one. How do the women end up getting all this crazy, and then they want to argue women to get crazy mental health disorders and bipolar for all the men that they sleep with, but it is the same for the men too. Men pass on sexually transmitted demons just like they pass on sexually transmitted diseases. So why would it be okay for a man to sleep around when they're the ones spewing out the demons and the diseases along with the women too? It's just a tangled web. It doesn't make sense to just be like, oh, celibacy is something that only women should do, or being a virgin. Men should honor virginity too. They should. Because you could do a whole lot with a virgin guy than compared to a guy who's been around. Like, who would want a disease? Same way a guy won't want a disease from a girl. But you ultimately don't want a spiritual demon disease. You know what I mean? That these things are real. So thinking back on when I was married, and I say married because it feels different because your body chemistry and stuff starts to alchemate to the other person's pH and stuff, and that's why they say you start looking like people. But I was married to men who had addictions and uh like they had childhood traumas, right? So they picked me because I was like, they had mommy issues. Let's just keep it real. Almost all my exes have mommy issues, and I'm trying to avoid that in the future. And it's hard because most men do have mommy issues, and just being in their presence and connecting with them, I could feel their demons. Now that I've been alone for 5 years, single, I'm able to see the difference in whenever I interact with another guy. Like, I went on a date yesterday, right? And my back started hurting. I kid you not. As soon as I sat in the dinner seat and then, in his car and stuff, my back was hurting so bad. I'm like, what? This is not my energy. Remember they say your body tells you for you how the person feels with you, and if that's a good, your body communicates with their body, your frequency communicates with their frequency. And the back pain for me was almost like a burden. I was like, why am I getting this pain? He would have weighed me down. Even though he claims he got all this money, I can't be around that energy. I could tell something's wrong. Something's wrong up here, right? All right. So it just be little stuff I pay attention to. I'm like, that's the only person I interacted with all day. So why would my back be hurting? I didn't go to the gym. I didn't do anything strenuous. But sit and eat. So cut that dude off. I picked up a lot of fucked up shit in his energy. I actually read him for a little bit because I was like, listen, buddy, I'm feeling this. I see this. He's like, well, I think you could tell me. He didn't deny what I said. He didn't deny what I said. Okay? It's like the more spiritual you get, the harder it really is to interact with people. Majority of the people are basic. They are. They have basic conversations, surface, superficial interactions all fucking day long. And that's this, and then they really don't have nothing to talk about. And then you're like, well, what the fuck are we supposed to talk about? You want to me to get all philosophical and talk about, oh, life and love. And no, why not get together and talk about how we can make both of our problems disappear or make society's problems disappear? Talk about solutions to the problem. If you're such a fixer, if you claim you're fixing things, it sounds like you heard that from uh what's his name, Jordan Peterson, and you were just like, oh, I'm like that because he said men are. Apparently you're not, because you never had a woman, a wife, or a kid, or a dog, let alone a fucking pet. I don't know what's going to happen to humanity, and whatever terrible shit happens to it, I'm starting to think humanity deserves it. And if they say that AI is going to reprimand humanity to the point where they're going, because they said humans is self-destructive and all this other stuff, and then they're destructive of everything around them, do what you got to do, AI. Why everybody got to be scared of everything? It's the inevitable, because I don't see how are people progressing in society. They're not. Technology is. AI's progressing. They're developing. They're about to progress so much they're gonna take over the fucking human body. And humans are just downgrading every damn second. You call a business, ask them, what are your rates? The person answering the phone used to have an answer for you because that was their job too. They can't give you an answer. They don't know, but it's their job to know. Help me figure it out. Help me, but they want to get paid. I don't understand. I'm not happy with society interacting with people anymore. Everybody is a weirdo. Just sit and listen to the conversations. You don't even have to talk to a person. You can hear conversations all around you in public, and it just be some fuck shit. It really does. If there are any normal people out there, reach out to me. If there are any extraordinary people out there, reach out to me. Anybody with common sense, reach out to me, because they don't got that no more. It be common sense. No one has it. Okay? When you find somebody with common sense, hold on tight to that person, because you're not going to meet another one until fucking light years from now. Yeah. The AI version.